You ever have one of those days where you catch yourself in the mirror and think, wait a minute, when did that happen? Maybe it's a little more hair on the pillow, a bit of dryness around the elbows, or you realize you can't remember the last time you cleaned under those fingernails. Hey, no judgment here. Happens to the best of us. The truth is, as we get a little older, some of those tiny habits we used to stay on top of start to quietly slip away. And the sneaky part, doctors notice them before we do. Now don't get me wrong, this isn't about scaring you into scrubbing every corner of your home like a maniac or bathing in hand sanitizer. It's about awareness. Little things, when left unchecked, can lead to some pretty unpleasant surprises, and no one wants to be the person in the doctor's office being told their rash isn't from the weather, but from something a little closer to home, right? That's exactly why I wanted to chat about this today. Because personal hygiene isn't just about smelling nice or looking good for the grandkids, it's about protecting your health, keeping your confidence, and honestly, feeling good in your own skin. And whether you're 60, 70, or rocking your 80s, there are a few mistakes people tend to make without realizing how serious they can be. So grab yourself a nice cup of tea or coffee, settle into your favorite chair, and let's dive right into it together. Let's start with something that surprises a lot of folks ignoring dental hygiene. Now, I know what you're thinking. I brush my teeth. Thank you very much. And I'm sure you do. But did you know that skipping flossing or neglecting your dentures, even for a couple of days, can lead to some serious problems? I'm not just talking about bad breath either. We're talking gum infections, tooth loss, and even a higher risk of heart disease. Yep, your mouth is connected to your heart, quite literally. Studies have shown that poor dental hygiene can increase the risk of heart attacks and strokes because of the bacteria that slips into your bloodstream through inflamed gums. It might sound dramatic, but that tiny bit of bleeding you ignore when brushing, it's a red flag. And for those of us with dentures, leaving them in overnight or not cleaning them properly can lead to fungal infections like thrush. It's uncomfortable, embarrassing, and completely avoidable with just a few extra minutes each day. Now, while we're at it, let's chat about forgetting to moisturize. You might think it's just about vanity or looking young, but dry, cracked skin isn't just unsightly, it's a health risk, especially on the feet and hands. As we age, our skin naturally gets thinner and loses moisture faster, and dry skin can lead to painful cracks, which are perfect little doorways for bacteria to sneak in. Infections in the elderly often start with something as tiny as a cracked heel or dry knuckles. The good news? It takes less than a minute to slather on a bit of lotion after your bath or shower, and it can save you a world of trouble. Trust me, your skin and your doctor will thank you for it. And speaking of feet, oh boy, this is a big one. Neglecting foot care. Our poor feet, they carry us everywhere for decades, and what do they get in return? Stuffed into tight shoes, ignored, and often left to their own devices. But here's the thing, problems in the feet can signal bigger health issues. Things like poor circulation, diabetes complications, or fungal infections that can spread fast if left unchecked. That little callus you ignored could turn into a nasty sore. And if you're diabetic, one small cut could become dangerous in no time. Give those hard-working feet a little love. Check them daily, keep them clean, dry, and moisturized. And if you notice anything odd, a sore that won't heal, a change in color, or unusual swelling, don't brush it off. Call your doctor, because trust me, they notice feet issues faster than you'd think. Now, before we go any further, if you're finding this chat helpful so far, do me a small favor. Hit that like button. It's free, takes a second, and helps me know you enjoy these kinds of heart-to-heart talks. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more useful, honest, and sometimes surprising health tips coming your way, made especially for folks like us who know a thing or two about living life well. All right, back to it. You know, it's funny, we spend our younger years worrying about what others think of us, and then by the time we're wise enough to stop caring, we forget to care for ourselves in the ways that actually matter. And that's where a few other sneaky hygiene habits come in, ones that doctors clock the second you walk through that exam room door. Let's ease right into one of the most overlooked areas, not cleaning hearing aids or eyewear properly. If you wear glasses or hearing aids, bless them, they're lifesavers. But you'd be surprised how many folks forget that these little gadgets spend all day collecting skin oils, sweat, and bacteria. Now imagine popping those back in your ears or on your face without a wipe down. It can cause skin irritations, ear infections, and even eye issues like styes or rashes. Not exactly the kind of attention we're looking for, right? A quick daily wipe with a soft, clean cloth and a proper cleaning once a week can make a world of difference. Plus, clean glasses just feel better. Ever notice how things seem a little brighter when you give those lenses a good polish? Same with hearing aids. A gentle cleaning keeps them working well and keeps those infections at bay. And speaking of areas people forget to pay attention to, under the nails. Yep, those tiny spots are like little caves for germs. You'd be amazed at the gunk that can build up under there, especially if you garden, cook, or do crafts. I know it sounds small, but dirty nails can lead to bacterial or fungal infections, especially if you accidentally scratch yourself. And as we age, our skin takes longer to heal, making those tiny nicks risky business. A simple nail brush in the shower and a little trimming once a week keeps things neat, clean, and healthy. It's not about looking fancy, it's about keeping yourself safe. Because trust me, doctors can tell when it's been a while since those nails had a good clean. And you don't need them raising an eyebrow over something so easily fixable. Now, here's a hygiene habit people rarely talk about, but it's a big one: not changing bed linens and bath towels often enough. I get it. Changing the sheets feels like wrestling a bear sometimes. And towels? Well, they still feel dry, so why not use them again, right? But here's the thing, our bodies naturally shed dead skin cells, sweat, and oils every night. Not to mention bacteria and dust mites love cozying up in those warm, damp places. Leaving those linens too long can lead to skin irritations, allergies, and even respiratory issues. A good rule of thumb? Change bath towels every 3-4 uses and sheets at least once a week. Even if it feels like a chore, you'll sleep better, your skin will thank you, and you'll keep those unexpected doctor conversations about mysterious rashes to a minimum. And while we're keeping it real, I know this is a lot to remember, but here's the beauty of it all. These aren't huge, life-altering changes. These are little tweaks. A minute here, a wipe there, a fresh towel once in a while. And together, they keep you feeling fresh, confident, and far away from those uncomfortable lectures at your next checkup. Before I forget, if you've made it this far, you're my kind of person, the ones who actually care, who want to stay sharp, and who aren't afraid to hear the truth. And hey, since you're here, why not spread the good word? Hit that like button if you're enjoying this little heart-to-heart, and share this video with a friend or family member who could use a gentle nudge in the hygiene department. You know the one I mean. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Join our little online family where we tackle the stuff no one else wants to talk about, with a little humor, a lot of heart, and some genuinely useful advice. All right, let's keep going, shall we? Now, there's one more hygiene habit I've got to bring up, and you might laugh, but it's a quiet little culprit: ignoring your feet. Yep, those dependable old workhorses we walk on every day, and yet they get the least attention. Most people over 60 skip regular foot care because, let's be honest, bending down isn't as easy as it used to be. But here's the problem. Neglected feet can lead to cracked skin, fungal infections, and unnoticed injuries. And as we age, circulation slows down a bit, which means small cuts or sores can take longer to heal, or worse, go unnoticed until they're a real problem. Doctors notice this instantly. They check your heels between your toes, the soles, because feet often reveal the first signs of bigger health issues like diabetes or nerve problems. All it takes is a little warm water soak now and then, a gentle scrub, some moisturizer, and a quick glance to make sure nothing's brewing down there. And if you struggle to reach your feet, grab one of those long-handled brushes or ask a loved one to help. Believe me, your future self will thank you. Now, while we're down there, this next one is less about visible hygiene and more about something people rarely associate with cleanliness: not staying properly hydrated. You might think, what does drinking water have to do with hygiene? Well, everything. When you don't drink enough water, your skin dries out, your mouth produces less saliva, and your body struggles to flush out toxins. That dry mouth, it's not just uncomfortable, it can lead to bad breath, cavities, and even infections. Doctors can tell when someone's dehydrated the moment they walk in, from dry lips to flaky skin to sluggish energy. And no, coffee and tea don't count as hydration buddies. Your best bet is plain old water. Sip it throughout the day, and you'll notice your skin feels better, your energy perks up, and yes, your breath will be fresher too. All right, let's wrap this up with a little heart-to-heart. The truth is, none of these hygiene mistakes are made because we don't care. Most of the time, life just gets busy, or we fall into habits that were fine at 30 but don't cut it anymore at 60 or 70. And that's okay. The good news, it's never too late to tweak a routine and make yourself feel better. You don't need to overhaul your whole life starting tomorrow morning. Pick one thing. Maybe it's changing your towel a little more often. Maybe it's cleaning your glasses before you slip them on. Or maybe it's pouring yourself a glass of water before you sit down for your favorite TV show tonight. Small steps lead to big changes, my friend. And hey, if you've stuck with me through this whole video, you deserve a round of applause. You're clearly someone who values their health and wants to stay sharp, active, and independent. So here's what I want you to do next. If you found even one useful tip today, give this video a like. It tells me you're enjoying this kind of content, and it helps more wonderful people like you find it too. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. We've got plenty more down-to-earth, no-nonsense videos coming your way about everything from little-known health tricks to simple ways to stay happy and sharp after 60. And if you know someone, maybe a sibling, a neighbor, or a friend who could use a gentle nudge in the hygiene department, share this video with them. You might just help them avoid a trip to the doctor. Lastly, drop a comment below and let me know which one of these habits surprised you the most. Or tell me your personal go-to trick for staying fresh and feeling good. I'd love to hear it. Until next time, take care of yourself. Stay kind to your body. Stay sharp. And remember, age isn't a number, it's an attitude. And yours, my friend, is looking pretty great. Here's to living your best life at any age. See you in the next one.